What it do, homies? We got some new FabvL. This time we are checking out his Trafalgar Traw Guy song, I'm to Blame. And it looks like this is about to be a little bit more on the sad side. We got the homie DizzyEight in here. Crazy combination. You know, when this duo come together, things are, you know, things. And of course, with Law's backstory, you know what I'm saying? If somebody's going to capture that emotion, it's going to be FabvL. Let's go ahead and shut up, turn it up, man. Crazy vocals right off the bat. Lee on the production, yes.
Lately I've been feeling flawed.
Wait, before you get into this, you know, the intro to this is interesting, Lee. The degradation, right? The kind of static, the vinyl that you decide to add into this. You know, when you think about the song, you know, I'm to Blame, like we're talking about his backstory, right? We're talking about his backstory. So including that gives us that kind of audio clue that this is not necessarily back in the day, but I don't know, it kind of just sets a weird, an interesting tone to it. Okay. Sometimes it's those small little effects you just be adding there at the intro that you just say everything before we even get into it. All right, Dizzy, my bad, bro.
Lately I've been feeling flawed. Memories remind us about everything I lost. My past is a nigga that's been weighing on my heart. Heavy as my sin is causing damage when I fall. Now I'm seeking to be better and I treat that like it's law. Rain fall on me and hide the teardrops crawling from my...
That's a bar, bro. Come on, now I treat that like it's law. Yo, I know this says it's a law song, but you know, this is 100% inspired by it. Obviously, these characters are made with some obviously human you know what I'm saying? Like when they design these characters, they're designed from possibly real experiences, and we attach ourselves to these characters, and because we see ourselves, we see their situations within us. You know what I mean? So as DizzyEight sitting here and he's rapping about it, he said, and I treat that as like it's law, like obviously like it's something I'm going to practice, something I have to practice. Otherwise, I'm gonna get penalized. So I'm gonna try my best to adhere to it. But also, it's a double, right? 'Cause I treat that like it's law, like these situations. That's a bar, bro. Just right off the bat.
Heavy as my sin is causing damage when I fall. Now I'm seeking to be better and I treat that like it's law. Rain fall on me and hide the teardrops crawling from my lowest. I'm hoping to reach the hilltop. I may change, but that doesn't hide the pain that I still got. Regret is the fact that I'm here now and you still not. Bones in my thoughts and every second it bleeds. And I know this place.
Who was that? Hold on. Who's that?
Please.
Dizzy? That's that right there. That's kind of like your anchor melody, right? That's the part that's gonna be stuck in your head. Sometimes it ain't even about the words. Man, that's one of the parts that makes music so universal that you ain't even gotta understand it, man. You sit here and you kind of decimate me with the that's the painful kind of hymns. You know what I mean? That's some different type of hymns that you don't just. I wouldn't be surprised if you just came up with, and I just came up that, but I wouldn't be surprised if that's something that just because people sometimes hum out their melodies before they put it into the song. You probably just left that in there, be like, nah, bro, that's that pain right there. You know what I'm saying? When the pain's too much, you ain't got words for it, so you just hum it out. Whoa. No, heal it first. Don't burn it first. Hold on. First off, I don't play God. I dissect faith. I like that. if these things are to come, if this is truly my fate and everything, then, the best thing that I can do is either, determine how I'm going to embrace it and try to change it a little bit, right? Playing God's trying to change the whole entire thing. It didn't work that way. The lyrics, bro. First, the bass, Lee, the bass, the distortion is very tasty. I love it. I love every bit of it. Keep it going. I love this. All right, let's keep it going.
I don't play God, I dissect fate. Scalpel in my hand, I'm cutting ties with the snakes. Heart up on my sleeve, no, heart up in a crate. Hit 'em with the room, I'll come and shift your mental state. Burn it all, let it play. There's no hope, there's no cry. There's one shot, so don't freeze. There's God, there's me. And I know this pain couldn't kill us from the outside. This castle walls don't sin, and I hear you calling. Won't you call my name? 'Cause I feel I'm to blame. Like I'm to blame. Yeah, I feel I'm to blame.
This is beautiful, man. You got a lot of stuff going on, right? The way you're kind of just throwing your vocals, right? Really sitting them in space. Like the production on this is absolutely nutty. Knowing when that not sometimes the inclusion of the smallest a bit, like what do you call that? Ear candy, right? It's sometimes hard to add ear candy because it could possibly be like a couple of notes away from just being its own melody, right? In between FabvL singing, right? Those little throws in there for that little guitar that kind of came in. That's the little bit of pain right there. But let the vocals carry the pain. Let the vocals carry the emotions and everything. But that guitar, the way that it kind of came in, just amplified it. Just threw everything over the roof, man. Run that. God, see, we don't need to scream. Sometimes we just need a melting swirl of just eargasms. That's what this was. And you know what? I think at some point it might not even be a guitar. Now that I'm listening to the timbre, it might just be strings, right? And if it could possibly the guitar kind of coming in more kind of up front, and then if those were indeed kind of strings, which I think, like when it comes to orchestral music, I don't think there's a lot of music media that can convey emotion better than a full orchestra. If it's just strings, brass instruments, very, very powerful at doing that. So interestingly enough, as the song is kind of coming to a stop, right? Because I've heard what happens after this, there's a silence and then whatever's going to follow afterwards. To kind of ease off of that by moving from the guitar, which I think is a guitar, to moving into some softer strings to prepare us for what's about to come forward. I don't know if that's what's going on. That's just kind of headcanon, but that's beautiful. That sounds like a guitar. Might be a mix. Beautiful. Come on, Dizzy. That's how you do it, baby. People keep a box of tissues right next to them with this one. You know what I'm saying, bro? Oh man, it's beautiful. Beautiful production. I'm make sure I didn't miss out on anybody, right? But of course we got Jib, Thumar, Michael Rush. Okay. Oh, we got some backing vocals by Jono. This might be one of those times where I did not notice him in the background. Trinity got a good ear for this, man. But honestly, everything is just mixed so well to sound like one big cohesive piece of you know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of hard where somebody begins and whenever it ends. That's when you've done a really, really good job, right? Where you can't tell where everybody's contributions were, because it's just the teamwork is so great that it feels like one big, huge project. So good stuff, man. And let me know what y'all thought about this down in the comments. Dave's out.